What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of HRTea After Dark. I hope your week was so well. Today, we're going to be listing off a bunch of characters from TV shows, movies, old cartoons from our childhood that either should have been trans or are just transcoded. I came up with a few. I would also love to hear your transcoded characters in the comments below because I know that there are so many and I missed a bunch. So please let me know in the comments your transcoded characters or characters you think should have been trans. All right. We're going to start off with the ones everybody says all the time, okay? Danny Phantom. That's like the number one, right? Everybody thinks Danny Phantom was trans, should have been trans, or is just transcoded as fuck. I mean, look at the man. I'm pretty sure that there is lore with the whole Danny Phantom thing. To be honest, I watched Danny Phantom, love Danny Phantom, but can't really remember the whole like storyline of him. But I did read on Reddit that there is like lore of like how he actually is a trans man. But for me, I'm just like, he's hot. He's got to be trans. You know what I mean? I don't know if I want to look like him or like kiss him. You know? Okay, next one, the obvious, Spider-Man. Every trans man, for the most part, loves Spider-Man. Peter Parker, definitely transcoded as fuck. But if you're thinking about the movies, Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield, Tom Holland, Spider-Man. Andrew Garfield, yes, transcoded, but Tom frickin' Holland is so transcoded, it's ridiculous. It makes me want to throw up. I mean, like, Tom Holland himself is transcoded a little bit, but it's more just because he's, like, really hot and not, like, this burly man. He's a small dude, and he's just hot. But it's specifically Tom Holland's Peter Parker, who's really freaking transcoded. You know what I mean? But maybe that's just Peter Parker in general. I could talk about Spider-Man all day. I gotta stop. Tobey Maguire, though, not that transcoded in my opinion. I think it would be cool in the future if they decided, they will never, but if they decided to make Spider-Man trans, that would be like, they'll never do it, but like, because it goes behind like the whole like, you don't know who's under the mask type of thing, you know? You feel me? You get it? I have to cut myself there talking about Spider-Man because I could do it all day. So, next one. Timmy Turner from the Fairly Odd Parents. Now, there's lore here. Not just the way he looks, okay? Like, the way he looks, very transcoded for sure. But I found some lore on Reddit, okay? Listen to this. Someone was like, okay, but like, why is he transcoded? Someone said, his parents bought everything pink when he was a baby. They are disappointed he turned out to be a boy because of his status as identifying male. His parents are neglectful and leave him with a babysitter who outright abuses him. His parents make it clear they regret ever having him and are jealous of the child-free neighbors. Timmy is often seen as a weird outcast. Also, Butch Hartman is wildly homophobic and transphobic. So, that makes me really sad. I really love Fairly Odd Parents. He also has fairies who can grant him wishes, and what trans kid wouldn't wish that everyone would forget they were ever their AGAB? Assigned gender at birth. Got it. Yeah, no, that's so true. What if he just wished that everyone, like, forgot that he was assigned female? That would be crazy, right? Oh, yeah. Wasn't there an episode where he went to the past or something similar and he was a girl and his parents had this big old mansion with a portrait of female Timmy over the fireplace and he was screaming about it? Looking back, it'd make a lot of sense for him to be trans.
Well, you said I wish and girl. Who cares what you think? You're a girl now.
Timmy Turner is so transcoded. Are you kidding me? That one, like, see, he should have been trans. The creator, I guess, but that's a big one. Okay, next one. Steve Rogers. Not Captain America. Steve Rogers. And I know they're the same person. If you're not a Marvel stan, judging you a bit. But Steve Rogers, okay? He was this skinny, scrimpy little and all he wanted to do was, like, serve his country and shit. And he got into, like, this thing, and they infused him with some kind of superpowers, hormones, and he came out jacked as shit, tall as shit, superhuman. Tell me that storyline isn't transcoded. If you're sitting there like, no, that's just like a superhero storyline, okay, maybe trans people are superheroes, you, okay? fuck you. Trans man arc right there. Next one. I found it on Reddit. People said Harry Potter or Draco Malfoy from Harry Potter. I see Draco more than I see Harry Potter being trans, I think. I don't know. What do you guys think of that? I feel like Draco a little bit more because he's just like an angry little shit. I didn't really like Harry Potter. Don't come at me. Okay, I love this one. Otis from Back at the Barnyard. Love that show. Don't remember the storyline at all. But I know I ate that shit up when I was little. But I think it's just in his face. Like his face is just like... You know, maybe it's his udders.
My udders are on fire!
Maybe it's that push. I think I just sexualized a cow. Okay, moving on. Okay, do you guys remember the Backyardigans? How did that song go? Pablo and what was her name? Uniqua? Pablo, trans man, Uniqua, trans woman. Tell me I'm wrong. You can't. And if you haven't seen it, you're uncultured, okay? Go watch it. Don't know where you can stream it, but go watch it. Okay, you know who gives me trans guy vibes? Like so hard, I can't believe that he's not trans, and it's a real person. It's a real person. Dominic Fike. Where are my Euphoria fans at? Because Dominic Fike has the biggest trans man energy I have ever seen in my life. More than any trans guy I have ever seen, if that makes sense. But he's not trans. At least I don't think he's trans. He dated Hunter Schafer from Euphoria. She's great. I love her. They broke up. I think he cheated on her. That's not very trans guy of him. That would be one of the only things I would say about him that is just not very trans guy coded. Other than that, do you see it? Like, do you get it? Just by looking at him. Even if you don't know who he is, just by looking at him. Do you see it? Do you get it? Can you tell me what it is? Because I don't understand what it is. Okay, thank you. Shaggy from Scooby-Doo. He's not like, I don't think he should have been a trans person. But like, he's one of those trans guys who's not, like, he doesn't tell a soul that he's trans. He tells nobody. Only his parents, maybe, who he doesn't really speak to anymore. He's one of those trans men who like tells nobody, smokes weed all the time, is just always high, and really tries to impress cis men. He doesn't even tell the women that he's dating that he's trans. I haven't seen Scooby-Doo in a long time. Maybe I'm wrong, but just by looking at him, that's what I'm getting at. You know what I mean? He watches no trans content. He's so out of touch with the trans community, but he's happy. He's kind of an asshole, but he's happy. And really high all the time. That's what I get from Shaggy. Okay, where are my Breaking Bad homies at? Have you seen the show Breaking Bad? If you haven't, go watch it. One of the best shows I've ever seen. Speaking of, Jesse Pinkman. Do you see it too? Do you get it? Do you understand? Are we all on the same page with that? Or Jesse is also he's kind of like Shaggy, where like he's not in touch with the trans community at all. He's too busy making and selling meth. Not very transcoded. But he tells his girlfriends, though, that he's trans. He lets them know. He's respectful in that sense. But I don't know. It's there, and I see it. Let me know if you see that one as well. Percy Jackson. Right? Percy Jackson and the Lightning Thief, which is like, you know, what's his fucking name? Is that Logan Lerman? Yeah, it's Logan Lerman. Huh, okay. Maybe it's just Logan Lerman. Perks of being a wallflower. Perks of being a wallflower. With Logan Lerman. Transcoded. If you want to cry, go watch Perks of Being a Wallflower. Like, we're like 16 again, okay? That made me bawl my eyes out. Trigger warning. Major trigger warning. But Percy Jackson in himself, whether it's this Walker Scobell kid or Logan Lerman, you get it. I don't have to explain any further. Okay. I know a lot of you have watched Gravity Falls. I know a lot of trans people have watched Gravity Falls. I haven't. I've never given a chance. If you convince me, maybe I will. But I know Dipper, and I know that a lot of people say that he gives trans man energy, and just by looking at him, I see it. That's all I need to see. I felt like this one was very fitting. Okay, where are my Wicked fans at? Have you seen it in theaters or in the theater? Alphaba Alphaba! Look, I know that any minority can claim that the story of Wicked is coded for them. But for trans people, trans women especially, Alphaba. 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 Do I even have to explain that? Oh, I love that movie. If you've never seen Wicked, go see Wicked. Oh my God. Oh my God. I want to talk about it more, but I'm not gonna. But Alphaba, trans woman, coded. 100%. Okay. Kim Possible, trans woman coded. I'm not a trans woman, so like I don't know the examples, but like she's transcoded, you know? Like look at her and tell me that she's not. She slays every time. Therefore, trans woman coded. Harley Quinn, again, can't explain it, but she slays. She knows who she is. She doesn't give a okay? Trans woman. Should have been. Who plays Overwatch? Overwatch is such a transcoded game in itself. Now, I thought there were more transcoded characters, but after looking at them, I was kind of like, I think Tracer is a lesbian, I'm pretty sure, right? So I guess we can't make her trans. Tracer's a girl, right? But you know who gives me the most trans energy? Moira. I feel like maybe she's like just gender neutral. Like she's a scientist, right? Like I feel like she doesn't really have a gender, maybe. Does that make sense? If you don't play Overwatch, I'm sorry. But that's my stance on Moira. Okay, this next one. Hear me the out. Hear me out. I'm gonna hold your hand when I say this, okay? Harry Styles. Don't come for me. Do not come for me right now. Don't. It is not because he wears dresses. It's not because he wears pink. It's not because he's very feminine. Well, maybe it is. It's not about how like open he is as a person, okay? It's something different and I don't know what it is. And I'm not saying that he's trans man coded. Okay? Don't yell at me. It's just something about him. I don't want to say he questions his gender. I think he knows exactly who he is, but I can kind of see him being a trans woman one day. Is that so wrong? I would die happy, okay? My last one. Are you ready for this one? Because this one's kind of my favorite one, because I feel like it's the one where it's like, holy yes. Tina Belcher from Bob's Burgers. Tyler told me that in the first episode, she was supposed to be a boy, so like that makes it even more like, yeah, she's a trans woman or a trans girl. I don't know. I mean, I know exactly what it is about her. She's very awkward. Like very awkward. Maybe it's because her voice is lower or something. I don't know. But she's just so transcoded. It's ridiculous. I've also seen people say that Gene also is transcoded. I see that as well, 100%. He's a little too gross to be a trans man, though. I feel like, I don't know. Well, trans men can be gross. But yeah, that's my last one. I love that one. Maybe it's because I'm watching Bob's Burgers right now. I don't know. But Tina Belcher, incredibly transcoded. I hope you enjoyed my list. I know that there are so much more. There are so many more that I didn't list here today. Maybe if you guys like this one, I'll do a part 2. But please, in the comments below, let me know who I missed, who your favorite transcoded characters are. I would greatly appreciate it. And that's it for this week. If you could give this episode a like and hit that subscribe button, maybe. Hit that subscribe button, turn my post notifications on. I would greatly appreciate it. Check out my Patreon if you haven't already. You don't have to do a monthly subscription if you don't want to. Just go check it out. Join my Discord. I have over 200 trans people in that Discord hanging out, having a good time, asking each other questions, giving support. It's a great thing, and I really love it if you join it. I love you so much, and I will see you next week. Okay, bye!